Hello everyone, welcome to Fijian investment trader known as Fijian Traders. This is Mr. Singh. NVDA, ticker symbol NVDA. What a day. On Wednesday, pre-market looked so good and then we couldn't even hold up. But before we talk on the technical side, I gotta show some of the fundamentals, my account, what we're looking through. But the pre-market was, man, at 938 opened up, we couldn't hold up, but we recovered. We did recover great today, which I'll take it because what we had from the previous days. I like what I see. They're making higher highs. They're coming from the dip again and making those grounds where known to be over 900. My target still stays over 1,200 in by the month of end of April, and why I am very optimistic of this target. Well, let's talk on the technical side. But before that, I want to say thank you. Thank you everyone for watching the video, subscribing it, and turning on the notification. It means a lot. I'm here for the long run, and I do talk about the good, the bad, the sad, the happy about the stock. And the videos that I do on my channel, it is about the money I invested on and what I'm looking at it. Even though when I'll talk about the technical analysis, doesn't mean ways you buy and sell. It's all about resistance and the support level and the moving averages, what this indicates, and where you can picture out when to buy, when to sell as well. Not a final advisor, just doing my technical analysis. So, stock, the Wall Street ends mostly lowest on the chip markets is as inflation data ahead. We know the CPI and PPI reports came out, and US stocks edged lower on Wednesday. The investors took profits of shares of NVDA and other companies, while they praised the producers' price data on Thursday. Further clues that inflation ahead on Federal's meeting. Index semiconductors is strong gain, so it was kind of we recovered from that. I know the unemployment rate went high, but on tomorrow is going to be a game changer for that, and I think it's going to come up in a positive way, where we're going to see a moving of this NVDA to be over $950, which I am very keen to see. And let's see if it happens or not. Congressman also another news buys the NVDA stocks a day before the earnings, saying here's how much he has made. A Congress member bought a shares of NVDA shares just one day before the company reported the fourth quarter of earnings. And what happened with the Congress? Nancy Pelosi generated a numerous headlines of her disclosures of her trading of NVDA stocks and options, thanks to her viral capitalist husband Paul Pelosi. And big dogs comes in, right? Big dogs comes in and vote on it. U.S. Representative Michael Gus disclosed buying of 1,000 shares to 15,000 worth of shares, and talk about in February of the 20th. This company is not done yet. They have a lot of banking. They have a good report on that. And I'm excited, how it's heading, right? And how this stock in NVIDIA is moving. And people were worried when we had the dip, and I did mention it. It's just a healthy pullback where you need to jump in, and people have jumped in, where I added my call option, and we're going to talk about my portfolio. And let's talk about after my portfolio, let's talk on the technical side. So still here, not gone, clear CS6 holding 635, massive gains on that, holding of 15%. My option, whereas, has been a massive run where we had that dip, and I mentioned it. We're gonna buy that up. We're gonna buy that moving on the dip. We're gonna buy that option call. And granted, we are up on the massive things, but I gotta be very careful. Careful in terms of we're gonna break that 1,000 mark. 1,000 breaks and holds. That's nothing stopping going all the way to 1,300, where we see this stock is valued over 1,500. What do I mean by that as holding as a 1,500? And we're going to talk on the technical side, where analysis thinks of this stock, it's going to be a $1,400 stock. I do believe this stock is over 1,500, but my personal target is a 1,200. Doesn't mean I'm going to sell my shares, but I need to lock my option. It's very important. Options call, if you're not familiar with options, option is something that you don't buy, get executed, you don't cash it out. It's not like a stock where it's a dip. You're still down, but you're not losing. You are not lost your money. You're losing money. You didn't lost it. But option is very different on that. But I want to make sure we're very careful on that, because I put a hefty money on it, and I'm up in the massive gain on that. I'm excited about it. But that's something I gotta wait for a next end of this month to see if NVDA does cross over 1,000. If it does cross over 1,000, definitely I'm holding over 1,200 because it is looking to that way. Why I'm saying it, I can't predict future. This is what I'm saying it. It's just because on the technical side. So on the 3 months, I did mention about the pullback. The two pullbacks, when we had this and I talked about, if you're not sure, go and watch. I'm going to attach the video at the end of it, but go check it out. When we pulled all the way, when it came all the way to $852 level, $43 level, I said this moving average is a strong moving average. If it breaks through, the next one was sitting at $809. It did came, guess what? It acted as a support and bounced out. And time we have seen it how this blue line, which is my 60-day, has been acting as a massive support. Now we're gonna make another higher highs, but the first thing we're gonna break is that $935. $935. If we don't break it, and we've been trading on the sideways, then you might see some more pullback coming in. But I'm very confident that this week we'll be testing highs of $950 to $960, making higher highs and higher lows at the same time. So 1 month, kind of shift the gear. We're gonna go back to the five-day chart. Let's follow the pattern that we always talk about. So on the 1 month, on the 5 days, we clearly see they went high 974. Then we went low of $841. And then from there, we'll be making higher highs and higher lows. Moving average still taking along. You can see on the 5-day chart is sitting at $905. We closed today at $908.88. So what are we seeing for what is what is projected with the Thursday PPI numbers coming up? It will dictate a lot of things. But if it doesn't, numbers was not great, then you can break out. You can clearly see that on the 1 month chart. The pink line, which is $858, we came close to be tested and we made high. But now we're trading this beautiful blue line, which is my 60-day, $897. That's why I'm skeptical about it. Why I'm confident about it. Not skeptical, confident about it. That we're going to be testing goes high. If the news comes out on Thursday, which is looking great, when I did my research on that, I won't be surprised going and testing the highs of $974 in this week. We will be testing $974 and this week and making higher highs and higher lows. But folks, be careful. If you're doing option trading, I know you have your own plan when to cash it out, when to sell it, and that is something to do with it. This is the opportunity where you buy the dip, and time, you can clearly see that. We're going to shift the gear to the 3 months, right? You can see whenever we had this dip, you gotta take this advantage. When you had these pullbacks time, you gotta take this advantage where you buy a shares and lock it in. Never mind, I'm not selling you NVDA stock. I'm showing you my technical analysis. We can clearly see that on the dip is a great opportunity. It holds strong. It holds really strong to buy those shares. And I've been doing it as a swing and day trader. This is my largest investment I ever did on the stock. And I'm happy what I see so far, and it's not on emotions. It is based on, and not based on emotions and feelings. It's based on just on technical, because the fundamental of this company is super great, right? So something to keep an eye. MACD, even though we had this little bit crossover right here, RSI is still neutral, and everything is looking towards an uptrend pattern. And everything looking towards an uptrend pattern. 6 months, we're gonna shift the gear to the 6 months. 6 months gear, you're gonna check it out. You can clearly see that how the blue line has been moving average, has been taking a support, and you can see that the blue line and the pink line changes, right? Because if I go to switch back on the 1 month, you can see how the pink line, which is my 200-day moving average, was acting as a support. When I shift the gear to the 6 months, because it's a longer duration of the trading times on that, you can clearly see how it's been trading, and it's been shooting like a rocket right now, and it's making those higher highs and higher lows. That's what you want to see on the stock when you trade like that. So it's already the blue line has been a massive support level, and MACD starts seeing the green again, and RSI. Folks, I'm gonna let you guys go. My prediction is that we're gonna be testing $975. That level is coming up until by Friday. I can see it. If the PPI numbers are good, which I look at it, research it, it looks really good. Really, really, really good. I love it what I see. So thank you for watching it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day on Wednesday. Thursday is going to be a roller coaster. Tomorrow is going to be a roller coaster ride. So be careful how you're trading it. I am doing my day trading tomorrow as well because I only trade 4 times in a week. I take one day where I do not trade, and it doesn't have to be the same days. It's just because of the news and how it's fluctuating. But on my long-term investment, I'm always there and invested. If I sell my NVDA stocks, I'm going to let you guys know when I'm doing it. But I got to keep an eye on my option call, how it's going to be doing tomorrow. Because tomorrow is a key day on the PPI news coming out. So thank you for watching it. Hope you guys had a wonderful week. On the weekend, the videos coming out on the recap and what are the key things we are looking at it for moving on the next week. So thank you very much.